This house was a painted lady of many colors in its prime. Today, it is reminiscent of a period with a soft lavender exterior and highly decorated with detailed white gingerbread trim, called Gothic Revival. It is similar to the Queen Anne style in that the front had steep gables of varied heights. Dormers and windows are decorated with gingerbread piecework. The shingles pattern calls for attention, and the porch has a sawtooth trim of the 1880s. The house was vintage gold with white gingerbread trim until recent years when it was remodeled. It was built for W.O. Carpenter in 1886. However, Lucine Banks Wilson's family lived here longest. Mr. Wilson imported fine horses from Europe and had a very successful business in this era of horses for a single man's travel and for hauling with a team of horses and ladies' horses for carriages. He courted Mary Montgomery from Pennsylvania for 13 years before she was allowed to move to Iowa, where her parents feared the Indians would harm her. Lucine Banks Wilson purchased the home for his new bride. Twins were born on February 28, 1901. The custom for announcing the birth of a child was to hang blue or pink ribbons in the window. The grocery delivery boy came by and observed the ribbons, but to him the message was unclear. The townspeople would not believe him that he saw two ribbons of different color, because he spread the news on April Fool's Day. Margarita and Montgomery were born. Mr. Wilson died in 1912. Daughter Margarita and husband Joseph Healy, an attorney and World War I veteran, moved in with the widow Mary and raised their family there. The family and close neighbors called her Gaga. The young family would have the evening meal with grandmother and then retire upstairs for the rest of the night and allow her space in her first-floor apartment. Even though she was a petite lady, Mary was a determined matriarch. She was found on a chair on the table changing the ceiling light bulb because it needed to be done. She was skilled at needlework and china painting. She fired her china in a kiln in the basement. Mary Wilson lived in the house until her age was in the late 90s. A granddaughter, the last Wilson descendant, lived in the house until late 1990s, giving the family over a century in this home. One recent owner planned to make the house a bed and breakfast business. However, the project fell through. The house served as apartments for students of the college music program. Today, the house is a residence and the office of individual and family behavior therapist Terry Bensky.